was a bright, cheerful girl who lived in a small, picturesque town. Her town was full of familiar faces, cozy cafes, and beautiful parks. She loved her town, where everyone knew each other, and the days were filled with laughter and adventure. Sarah spent her time exploring the nearby woods, playing with her friends, and helping her parents in their family-run bookstore. One day, Sarah's parents received exciting but daunting news. Her father had been offered a fantastic job in the United States. This meant they had to leave their beloved town and move to a bustling city across the ocean. Sarah felt a mix of emotions: excitement for the new adventure, but also sadness about leaving her friends and the only home she had ever known. The day of the move arrived, and Sarah bid a tearful goodbye to her friends and the familiar sights of her town. She promised to write letters and keep in touch. As the plane soared into the sky, Sarah looked out the window, watching her town shrink into the distance. She felt a knot of anxiety, but also a flutter of excitement. After a long flight, Sarah and her family arrived in a huge, vibrant city in the United States. The towering skyscrapers, busy streets, and the constant noise were overwhelming. Sarah had never seen so many people and cars in one place. The city was a stark contrast to the cozy, quiet town she was used to. Their new home was an apartment in a tall building. It felt strange to live so high up, with neighbors all around. Sarah's room had a large window that offered a breathtaking view of the city skyline. It was beautiful, but also intimidating. Sarah's parents encouraged her to explore their new neighborhood. One sunny afternoon, Sarah decided to take a walk. She found a nearby park with a playground where children were playing. The sight reminded her of home. Summoning her courage, Sarah approached a group of girls who were playing a game of tag. She introduced herself shyly, and to her relief, they welcomed her warmly and invited her to join their game. Sarah felt a sense of belonging and joy. However, adjusting to her new life was not easy. The school system was different, and Sarah struggled to keep up with her new classmates. The language barrier made it difficult for her to understand her teachers and communicate with her peers. Sarah often felt lonely and frustrated. She missed the simplicity of her town life and the ease of speaking her native language. One day, Sarah's teacher announced a group project about American history. Sarah was paired with 3 other girls. Nervous and unsure, Sarah found it hard to contribute to the project. Her classmates, though friendly, didn't understand how challenging things were for her. Determined to do her best, Sarah spent hours at the library, reading books and practicing her English. She asked her parents for help and sought guidance from her teacher. On the day of the presentation, Sarah's anxiety was at its peak. As her group took the stage, her mind went blank. She stumbled over her words, feeling embarrassed and defeated. After class, her teacher, Mrs. Thompson, asked her to stay behind. She spoke kindly to Sarah, acknowledging her efforts and offering words of encouragement. Mrs. Thompson told Sarah that everyone faces challenges when adjusting to a new environment, and that it was okay to ask for help. Inspired by Mrs. Thompson's words, Sarah joined an after-school English club. There, she met other students who were also learning the language together. They practiced speaking, reading, and writing. Sarah also started attending art classes, where she found a way to express herself and connect with others. Gradually, Sarah's hard work began to pay off. Her English improved, and she started to feel more confident in class. She made new friends who supported her and celebrated her progress. Sarah learned to embrace her mistakes and view them as opportunities for growth. 1 year later, the school announced another group project, this time about cultural diversity. Sarah was excited to share her own experiences and ideas. She worked diligently with her group, creating a presentation that celebrated the unique backgrounds and stories of their classmates. On the day of the presentation, Sarah stood before her class with a sense of pride and confidence. She spoke clearly and passionately, sharing her journey and the lessons she had learned. The presentation was a success, and Sarah received praise from her teacher and classmates. Sarah's journey to the United States had been filled with challenges, but it had also been a journey of growth and discovery. She had learned the importance of perseverance, the value of friendship, and the strength that comes from embracing change. Though she missed her hometown, Sarah had found a new sense of belonging and a place where she could thrive. As time went by, Sarah continued to grow and adapt to her new life. She found joy in exploring the city with her new friends. They showed her different places like museums, parks, and exciting events. Sarah enjoyed discovering all the new things her new home had to offer. One of Sarah's favorite activities was going to the local library. She loved reading books about different cultures and places. The library became a special place where Sarah could escape and learn about the world. Sarah also began to help other students who were new to the city. She remembered how hard it was for her and wanted to make things easier for others. She would spend time with new students, helping them understand their lessons and feel more comfortable. One day, Sarah's school organized a Global Day event where students could share their cultural backgrounds. Sarah decided to participate and set up a booth about her hometown. She brought photos, traditional snacks, and shared stories about her town. The event was a big hit, and many students were interested in learning about Sarah's old home. Sarah felt proud as she talked about her town. It reminded her of the good memories she had there. She realized that sharing her past helped her connect with others and made her feel closer to her roots. As the years passed, Sarah continued to excel in her studies and enjoy her new life. She became a well-known student at school, not just for her academic achievements, but also for her kindness and willingness to help others. When Sarah graduated from high school, she received a special award for her efforts in helping new students and promoting cultural understanding. Her parents were very proud of her. They saw how much Sarah had grown and how she had turned her challenges into strengths. Sarah decided to continue her education in college, studying to become a teacher. She wanted to help students just like she had been helped when she first arrived. Her experiences had taught her the value of support and understanding. As Sarah moved forward in her life, she often thought about her journey from her small town to the big city. She knew that it had been a difficult path, but it had also been filled with valuable lessons and wonderful experiences. And so, Sarah's story continued with hope and excitement. She carried with her the lessons of resilience, the importance of kindness, and the joy of embracing new beginnings. Her journey from her hometown to the United States had shaped her into a strong and caring individual, ready to face whatever came next with confidence and grace.